Oh, look! We're here.
We're live!
It's the 6th episode.
Going
strong. I'm counting. I've got a calendar. It's like X.
We got to the 6th.
We got to the 6th.
They got to the 6th.
That's right.
Way to go.
It's like 2 XXX movies. We're here. 6 X's.
It's exciting.
You get it? Pretty soon, when we get to episode 9, we're going to be hitting people with our motorcycles that are riding waves.
Yeah, because they have motorcycles turn into jet skis.
That's right.
You don't have to know why or how.
It just happens.
That's almost as bad as like Megaforce and the motorcycle turning into like a jet of some sort for some reason that can do a fucking barrel roll.
Language!
Wasn't there a bad movie where the motorcycle just took flight?
Yes, that is Megaforce.
Okay, it was Megaforce? Okay.
So, never mind, finish it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep doing introductions here. I'm Matt. That guy over there is BC.
Hey, how you doing?
Over here is Miss Cora, not to be confused with the illegal Mass Effect Andromeda Cora. We had the first one.
Y'all need to stop stealing my name. All of y'all.
Our intellectual
First it was Pokemon,
property.
now it's Mass Effect. I don't know what's going on.
We're talking illegal about this.
We got people.
Royalties.
They're gonna
please.
be on this
Yeah,
like shit on rice.
right. That's what. And then wait, what? And then we've also got Mr. Jason. Are you ready?
God.
The Asphyxiator.
Oh, bro!
Yay! I told you it's never gonna end. And then running the board behind the scenes is the man you all know and love, the professor, Mr. Professor Chris.
Good evening, everyone.
And
I'm not sure where you were going with that anyway. I think you were reaching on that one.
the Asphyxiator?
I think you're...
No, it's EX, so it's an X. Asphyxiator.
It works.
So do
Yeah.
I choke people out or am I...
I don't know.
That's
You might
the
do
mystery.
things in your
Okay.
closet. Could
Just be careful.
happen.
Just be careful. People have died.
Just saying. That's how Kill Bill died.
That's how David Carradine... Not Kill Bill, David
Kill
Carradine.
Bill. He died. Kill. Anyway.
Damn.
And
savage.
then, unfortunately, our buddy Rob is not here today. He's taking care of some personal matters.
Y'all keep
But
it in
because in honor of him not being here, we're going to talk about Horizon Zero Dawn because that would be the one thing he would want to talk about today.
Speaking of Rob, he was over there. We were working on some podcasting stuff, and he had not seen the Fate of the Furious Super Bowl trailer.
What?
Oh, speaking of...
Yeah, and so I had to show it to him where Vin Diesel curves the car in the air behind.
Oh God. Oh God.
From the chat, you bitch.
We miss you, Robin. Love you.
Love you, Rob. What's up, baby?
Hey.
All right. So,
Yeah,
without further ado, we'll get to our Oscar and our Logan review and Horizon Zero Dawn a little bit later. But as we always do, we got to kick it all off with some super cool nerd news.
Super Cool Nerd News is powered by Cinelinx. Cinelinx.com, your one-stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx. We're going back to some bad news for DC. That's right, sad Affleck, sad. According to a report from The Hollywood Reporter, Matt Reeves is out of directing the Batman. That's right, talks fell through. They got angry. They started yelling. I'm doing the news. What? What do you need?
Matt Reeves is back. No, he's not gone.
He's back?
Yeah, he signed on today.
Oh, he's not.
Today, he actually signed on.
Okay, all right. Can we change that picture?
Yep, there it is.
Okay, happy Affleck happy, because we have a Batman director, which makes me happy. DC things happen. Apparently Nightwing's coming too. I don't even know, DC. You just do you, bro. Just do you. Alright, we're gonna jump over to Fox, and there is possibly a new X-Men film on the way. We don't know, but according to an exclusive report from Collider, writer-producer Simon Kinberg is looking to make his director debut as the next X-Men movie, and he's already written the screenplay. That's right, the report comes from rumors that the movie will focus on the Dark Phoenix storyline, and now it's up to the studio to decide if they're going to use Kinberg's script and if he'll direct. Interesting to note that Sophie Turner has made comments on the red carpet, stating that she will begin filming the new X-Men movie later this year. What does she know, though? She's just the star of it, and in Game of Thrones. What is for sure is that we do have an X-Force director. That's right. A source close to the film tells comicbook.com that Joe Carnahan, known best for his work on The Gray, has been tapped to direct the X-Force movie. Carnahan will also write the film with Deadpool star and executive producer Ryan Reynolds. The source says work has already begun between the two on the film. What is not coming is definitely a Hellboy 3. All parties invested in Hellboy have had a sit down to discuss the franchise's future, and the outcome is not exactly what the fans were expected. Taking to Twitter with an update, Guillermo del Toro spoke on the news. Hellboy 3, sorry to report. Spoke with all parties, must report that 100% the sequel will not happen, and that is to be the final thing about it. Ron Perlman took the rest of the day off of Twitter to mourn the loss. Moving on, it's time to return to Pride Rock, and the sultry, sexy voice of James Earl Jones is coming back as well. Walt Disney Pictures and director Jon Favreau have announced late last week that Lord Vader himself will be reprising his legendary role as Mufasa, the beloved father character he voiced in 1994 animated version of the film. Along with that announcement came an Instagram post from Jon Favreau letting us know that Donald Glover will play Simba, the would-be king. Jeff Nathanson is writing this take on the animated classic, with Favreau looking to build upon the work he did in The Jungle Book, in which he'll be using cutting-edge technology and green screen work to bring the Lion King characters back to life. Speaking of Disney, bonjour! This week we're given a glimpse into the world that will be when Beauty and the Beast leaps off the animated screen and back into the live action realm on March 17th, 2017. We get a small look at Emma Watson singing the iconic song Belle. Needless to say, I'm in love.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour.
Star Wars news is always this jackass's favorite part of the news, and principal photography has begun on Han Solo, A Star Wars Story, and Disney has released this picture of the main cast alongside the film's co-directors. Shooting began this week at Pinewood Studios in London. The film is scheduled to be released on May 25th, 2018. The only word on the synopsis so far is that the movie will explore Han and Chewie's adventures before the events of Star Wars A New Hope, including their early encounters with the other card-playing rogue from a galaxy far, far away, that smooth ladies' man himself, Lando Calrissian. And as I sign off, that's all the news from this week. Keep it on Cinelinks.com. However, Jason would like to take a minute to thank Matt Damon.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Well, I mean,
Matt Damon.
the Asians are thanking Matt Damon.
Yes.
Come on, Jason, say thank you. He saved you.
I'm Japanese, you jackass.
Damn, totally different. Damn.
Separated by a big ass body of water.
Whatever. I'm just saying.
Warning
I'm
bullet.
just saying.
Matt, I'm gonna need you
We're
to help me.
thanking
Warning
Matt.
bullet.
Nice, good.
Hashtag warning bullet.
We're thanking Matt Damon. I, for one, want to thank Matt Damon.
Boy, just what we need. Another white guy to save the day.
Just like Matt Damon! Me and him were so close. I'm the next Ben
It's
Affleck.
like, fuck, he's at the Great Wall. Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai. Goddamn. What's next? Frickin'
did you-
Eminem is Shaka Zulu? What?
Bro,
Yes.
bro, did
He's
you
Shaft, bro.
did you see
Actually, he's
some of the
officially
tweets?
black. We took him.
That's true.
We got him in the
Did
trade.
draft.
Did you see some of the tweets?
I saw some of the tweets.
Those were hilarious.
Amazing. So there goes BC with the news like always.
Bro, I can't even tell you how many times I've watched that clip. It's probably embarrassing.
I cannot watch that clip.
Why?
Because I am such a fanboy of Beauty and the Beast. I want it to be fresh when I see it in the theaters.
I can't argue that. I did the same thing with Vader.
Oh,
So
wow.
I can't
I mean,
argue.
what do you need to be fresh? Oh, what? Oh, I wonder if he'll turn into a human this time.
What are you talking about? No, that song. The opening song is so
It is.
iconic.
It's the same song.
It's a beautiful song.
It is. And to see
And I
it
want
brought-
to see the choreography and the way they do everything.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. The way they're bringing it to life is amazing, man. I loved this clip. It's like I said, I've watched it so many times. It is now tracking at 120 million opening weekend.
That makes sense.
Next live action, Steamboat Willie.
Actually, Mulan.
And Lion King.
Oh my God.
And Dumbo.
And Dumbo, yeah.
And Sword in the Stone.
Yeah.
I see Will Smith is
I
backed
just
out
have
of
a
that,
quick
right?
question, though.
Yeah, he's back to it.
With all of these live actions, the one that I'm surprised they haven't done yet is Snow White. Like
They
a Disney
did.
version.
Well,
When?
they're trying to distance themselves.
Kidding, it was the Huntsman thing.
They're trying to distance themselves from was it Fox that did Huntsman?
Yeah. it
Or
was
Into the
I think it
Woods.
was 20th Century
Into
Fox.
the Woods is different.
Into
Disney
the Woods was
did Into
Dis-
the Woods.
That was
Okay.
Disney. Yeah.
But here's what I want to ask you guys about this. It's tracking at 120 million, right? I've heard numerous people excited for this of all ages, all quadrants. Everyone wants to see it. So we're going to set the bar at 130 million, which is 10 million more.
That makes sense.
Over under. We're 3 weeks out, 4
I
weeks out.
go. Well, it comes out on March 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
about
three
3,
weeks.
4 weeks. Yeah.
Over under 130.
I'm gonna go over.
You're gonna go over.
Yeah.
Jay.
I'm going to go over.
I'm gonna go over, yeah.
I'm going well over. I'm thinking it's gonna get one.
I just can't wait for the scene where
I was gonna say 200.
I just can't wait for the scene where Gaston heroically saves Belle from this guy who's been keeping her captive after
And stole her father.
blackmailed her into staying with him after threatening to harm her dad. I mean, who's the real hero of this story?
This is Karate Kid all over again. All right.
I mean-
Gaston is the hero,
No. Do not link Gaston to a real hero.
bro.
All right.
I mean,
Gaston is your villain.
Gaston is incredible.
Look at the teacup.
Karate
shit.
Kid was a villain.
I mean, he's got a break out of his head. As soon as he becomes human, he becomes nothing but coloring books for the rest of his life.
See, here's what I don't understand. Everybody hates Gaston. Because,
so messed up.
Because he just has an ego. That's no problem. The dude is fit. He is buff. He looks good.
And he's going to go in there
He
and
should
reverse the
flaunt it.
spell that's saving a child's life.
Yeah.
As soon as he becomes a boy, oh yeah.
Now, see,
Word, no work.
See, I love Gaston because he's terrible, and I can't wait for his song. Like, that is the song
yeah.
I'm waiting for out of the entire film. Is
And
the
Luke
Gaston
Evans has
song.
to show some hair. All right, I'm just saying.
If
Like,
he-
he will.
Every last inch of me is covered in hair.
I don't remember who I was talking to, but one of my friends was in a production of Beauty and the Beast, and he has chest hair.
Yeah.
He has a lot of chest hair. They made him wear a fake chest and put like 3 curls on it.
No, man.
Are you talking about me?
Was it you?
It was me.
Okay.
Yeah, that was me.
I have a lot of friends that do theater, and I
Yeah.
have a lot of friends that have done Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, I played Beauty and the Beast. I was in the play. I was Gaston, and I had to learn all the songs. I do all that, and yes, this was high school, so I still had a whole bunch of hair, like she was talking about. But they still were like, we want you to wear a bodysuit and have like red hair. It was weird. It was red hair. I'm a brunette. I had long like brunette hair. And it was like red curls on my chest. It was
That's
weird.
When I was in plays in grade school, like we had to do our own costumes. Like we weren't.
Oh.
They didn't give us anything.
Oh, we did. We had a costume maker.
Because I was the big bad wolf from Into the Woods.
Nice.
And yeah,
Let's go.
true story. Johnny Depp actually called to ask me
Yeah.
tips on what to do when they did that
Makes
movie.
sense because Luke Evans called me.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
obviously,
absolutely. Yeah.
obviously.
I mean,
So,
we're
yeah.
we're on Disney.
I
speed
actually
dial.
gave Luke Evans your number, so you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank
no problem.
you.
Apparently, Devin
He
wants
had
you to
been
hit me
trying to
again.
Sticking with Disney. bro.
Yes.
James Earl Jones.
Lion King. Yes.
Perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
There's certain look when you do a remake, when you do a reboot, anything like that, you have to distance yourself from the original.
Right.
You don't bring anything back. There are 2 exceptions to that I would always make. One of which, J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson,
Yeah. He's iconic as J. Jonah.
embodied, and 2 is Mufasa. Mm-hmm. There is no other voice from
Mufasa.
and that right there. I swear to God, if we do not get the New Day as the freaking hyenas,
man.
bro.
That would be awesome.
But it's Mufasa back.
You had to have him back as Mufasa.
Like, we would riot.
Yeah. It's the same thing with Vader.
Who?
You
I mean,
cannot have
honestly,
anybody
who
else voice
could
Vader
who
than
could have
James
done
Earl
it?
Jones.
Who could have done it? Nobody.
Did James Earl Jones do Vader on Rebels?
Yes.
I think he does it for everyone.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I
he did.
didn't know if he did.
Yeah,
I know
did.
he didn't do it in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
Did he?
That was-
Yeah.
Yes.
Not the Force Awakens, the Force Unleashed, the video game.
I don't know about that. I don't think he did.
That was the guy that did Shaq Vader, I think.
You know, that was actually a free download on Xbox this month.
Yeah, I
was
just
actually-
downloaded.
Yeah, I was gonna get it.
That's a quality free download.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then Donald Glover as Simba, I love.
See, I love it, but Donald Glover, I think older Simba will be better than younger Simba. I think they're probably gonna have to get a different person for younger Simba.
I hope not, because I want Childish Gambino doing I Just Can't Wait to Be King. All right? Like, that has to happen, bro.
But
if his voice doesn't change from a cub to a full-blown lion, that's where my problem's gonna be.
I don't care. I'm fine with it. Whatever. Bring it on. Bring it. It's Donald Glover. All right?
Yeah.
Atlanta is the best show on television.
It is.
He can do
It's
whatever
fantastic.
he wants.
I was actually really disappointed after episode 10 because
Yeah.
I was like, that's it? We're done?
Oh, yeah.
And
And he's Lando. Like, he's Lando. He's Simba.
And has some epic facial hair already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he ain't Lando unless he's got the mustache.
Right?
Like, I don't want to see some joke about you better grow a mustache or something. No, he better come in.
already have.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, okay. Just throwing that out there. Gonna put you guys on the spot. Who do you want to play Timon and Pumbaa?
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad?
Josh Gad is Pumbaa.
Pumbaa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. You know who I would love to see as Timon, though?
Who?
Tom Kenny.
That would be interesting.
Because he doesn't just do SpongeBob, though. He does other. I mean, he could pull off other voices.
Yeah, but I feel like they would go with somebody a
No,
little
honestly-
more high profile.
honestly-
they're going actor because it's motion
Oh
capture.
God, I kind of.
Oh, sure. Sure.
You know, there's a list of voice actors. I'd love to see Rob Paulson do it, but that ain't gonna happen.
But think actor. I mean, you
Here's
already
the
went
one-
Josh Gad. That was good.
Yeah.
Here's who I would like for
Tim-
Timon.
oh.
Now he's in a lot already, but Alan Tunick,
Oh,
who's
yeah.
already
So
in
the-
the Disney family with K2SO.
Well, K2SO is done.
No.
So,
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey,
What about
hey,
what
don't
about
forget, hey, hey.
T.J. Miller?
Yeah,
TJ Miller.
TJ Miller.
Yeah, TJ Miller would be a very interesting pick. That would be awesome.
I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
As kind of like the kind of ringleader and Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
We just made your job easy. Joe
Make
Favreau.
T.J.
You're
Miller.
welcome.
You're welcome. Well,
Timon.
Scar.
That's difficult.
Yeah. You can't do
Because-
Idris Elba because he already did Jungle Book.
This
Yeah.
is true.
And
And-
I think that was a better choice for his
Wait a
voice.
minute. Why can't we? Jeremy Irons did Scar, right?
Yeah. But I don't think
Why
they're going to
not?
bring back two. I don't think they'll bring
Why
back
not?
two. Because
Jeremy Irons is awesome though.
And I know, and
He
even
is. And
even
he's pretty spry. So
and even when I hear Alfred giving Batfleck advice, all I think is, Batman, don't listen to Scar. That's he's gonna.
did you know that there?
I know he tells you to be prepared, but Batman, don't do it.
Did you know that in when they were doing the rewrites
Oh my
for
God.
Batfleck, that they actually had a moment where Alfred was grabbing him from a cliff and just digging his nails, and they were like, "No, we can't do that. Take it out. Come on."
You know one thing? I love our chat room because there's always really awesome people in there. Hi, Frankie Fisher.
Oh
God, you are so awesome. We love you here.
this is super awkward.
He's not that good. He
Oh, he's-
He lost twice recently to me, and most recently he lost and can't be in the Texas Rumble. So Frankie, go back to doing your wife's dishes.
Oh
Man, I kind of wish we
Don't
had,
get a concussion while you do it.
Wow,
damn!
I miss when we had a real champion on this show. Remember we had Zach on the show?
I do
we had
remember
Zach
that.
T on the
That
show?
man is a quality man, right
I know,
there.
right there.
Quality champion.
Yeah.
He is a legend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How about you?
moving on. So,
So, just so the people at home know that we will be talking about Johnny 5 a little bit later.
God damn it. Let it go.
This ain't Frozen. We don't have to let go of shit.
All right.
oh, here's one. Wait,
for you.
Hey, here's a good one from the
Good
chat.
show.
Here's a good one from the chat room. Ralph Fiennes is Scar.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could see
I
that.
would
I
like
could
that.
totally see that. Thank you, Caleb. That's a good one.
That's
yeah.
a very good one.
Our buddy Caleb.
Good job, Caleb.
That would be good.
Ralph Fiennes a Scar. I'm actually intrigued by that one.
Congratulations on your baby too, Caleb.
Yes, it's an adorable baby.
It's an adorable
It's
baby.
an adorable little girl. I miss when mine was that small.
All right, so that's it for news. We're done.
Okay. I glazed over.
Yeah,
it.
one more
Yeah,
thing?
one more.
Go for it.
I glazed over it because again, it's been a long day. I couldn't write it. I couldn't add it into the news today.
Slacker.
It broke today.
Yeah, we got to talk about Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Yeah,
This is
we've had this discussion.
This is once again WB being very weird and reactionary.
Yes.
Whereas I don't see where this comes from. It comes out of nowhere. But the fact they're
Absolutely.
already getting a director, they've got Gotham Sirens, which came out of freaking nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, they liked the Harley girl. Let's make her movie.
Yeah.
And so now, okay, let's do Nightwing now. You calm down. Stop.
You want to hear it?
See, we talked about this earlier about how DC and WB just need to close their doors and focus on one movie at a time. And they're obviously not taking our advice.
No.
Because Nightwing is a thing that's happening. And how do you already have a director and a writer for a movie that has no place in this timeline at the moment?
And see, there hasn't been a Robin in their current DCU.
Well, we
saw
know
the
Robin's
uniform.
dead.
We know
And
Robin
also
is dead.
in Suicide Squad, it was mentioned that she was implicated in the assisting Joker in killing Robin.
This is who are we
Harley.
thinking?
We're talking
Yeah,
but
who are we thinking?
We're talking about
is the
Jason
Robin?
Todd.
It'd be-
It's
it'd be
Jason
Jason
Todd.
Todd.
It has
We're
to
really okay. Just making sure that they're not changing things up.
But if there was a Jason Todd, that begs to say that before that there was a Dick Grayson.
There has to be.
Somebody
means
said
there
you need
is
to read
Nightwing
a
out
comic
there.
from the chat. You need to read a comic.
Who? BC?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, can I make an admission? While I bag on Batman all the time, every chance I get, I'm actually a huge fan of Nightwing.
I love
See,
Nightwing.
Nightwing is fantastic, but I'm nervous about the movie just because if you don't write him correctly, you will die.
And here's
Well, that's what people said about Harley.
no.
And they
Harley
fucked that up
Harley-
too. So
Harley
I
was
liked
okay.
Harley.
She was all right. She was annoying sometimes.
Here's my issue with Nightwing. Nightwing is cool because of his history. Because of everything that went through to make Nightwing. That's what makes him cool.
Yeah.
The problem is putting a Robin into a cinematic universe like this. Because if you have Batman running around with a 13-year-old child to fight psychotic, crazy villains, that's not being a mentor. That's child abuse.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
So, and then if you take away that history and make him be a 20-year-old, an 18-year-old, whatever it was, it's not as impactful for Nightwing.
Right.
So that adds that makes a difference. So, like she says, you have to write this right.
And like the movie has to be not him writing Nightwing. It has to be him becoming Nightwing.
No.
He has to be.
no,
I think-
I think we
what I mean-
progress. Go ahead.
Like not exactly a history film, but we need backstory in it, or it's.
Yes, I will agree with that. That maybe like there should be some scenes where they go back and they show him as like remembering who he was and then why, because Bruce is gonna hate him. Like Batman is gonna give him a lot
They
of
should-
shit,
they
a lot
should
of times,
introduce
and they're
them
gonna
at
probably
conflict.
Show why?
You could do it. You could do it like you did Snake Eyes in G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra. How
I
every time
never
they-
once saw that movie.
it's one of the.
I'm
It's,
kidding.
it's, it's a movie. I love it. I really. Do.
I think
don't care.
introducing
But-
Dick
but they
already
go
as
back-
Nightwing and maybe as him confronting Batman on things he's done
Sure.
would be a better route to go. And then maybe discussing Jason Todd as passed on. And then there's room to bring in Tim Drake later. We can still bring in Tim Drake.
I think they should skip over Drake and go to what's her name from.
No.
No, they won't.
Spoiler?
No,
No.
you can't.
No, the one from
Cassandra Cain?
the dark.
Yeah, I know what
The
you're
Miller
talking
one.
about.
Cassie?
No.
Carrie, is it Carrie?
Carrie.
Or Cassie?
It's Carrie.
Carrie.
They can't
Carrie
do-
Kelly.
They cannot
That's
skip over
no.
Tim
We're
Drake.
not going all the way to Carrie
You
Kelly.
cannot skip over Tim Drake.
No.
At
Tim
all.
Drake.
Tim
Tim Drake
Drake
is the
is-
greatest Robin.
okay,
He's
but
one of
think
the
about
most
this.
iconic
You're
Robins
not.
other than Dick.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck allegedly already wants out. You're not going to get Affleck very long. So you can't do too many of the Robin stories. And you need more than Wonder Woman in your cinematic universe.
Somebody's got to verify this claim about Affleck.
It's all rumor
It's-
and all
It's
that.
going out of control now.
But if you look at it, I would buy it. I would be like, yeah, I can see it. But now that Reeves is on, maybe we can right the ship. Maybe things change. Who knows?
The fact of the matter remains, this is going to be the first time that we get a live-action Nightwing. And that this is actually going to be the longest movie that Nightwing has had dedicated to himself.
Empty words and promises. I heard Nightwing was going to be on Arrow years ago, so I'm just...
Can I make a request to the directors? When you're casting Nightwing, if the actor doesn't have a fine ass, he can't be Nightwing.
Well, I heard that
I'm going to go ahead and
was in the front row.
Perfect.
I'm going to assume, Cora, you have not actually listened to the Jeebus Awards yet.
Not yet. I'm sorry.
Because you see, you would have been angry with me had you listened.
What did you do?
There might be a joke or two at you and Jeremy Renner's expense, but
Excellent.
that's neither here nor there. Matt, I got a question for you before you move on, Matt. I want to ask you about the really cool stuff that comes in Loot Crate.
Absolutely, man. Loot Crate it's essential for whenever, like for any nerd. You have to have Loot Crate because you get so much amazing gear. Just stand up there for a second, Jay. Show off that shirt. That's right. That's a Rick and Morty shirt. Just, you have to get it because you're going to get cool stuff like that. You know?
the shirt this month.
And you know what's coming? Do you guys know what is coming?
What is coming?
Next month is March, and the madness will begin. The roar in the distance is a call. Will you answer it? We're going primal and unleashing the beast in some of pop culture's most ferocious franchises. This savagely sweet collection has items from Overwatch, Wolverine, Jurassic World, and Predator. Excellent. And it will include its monthly t-shirt and pin. Primal is March's Loot Crate theme.
That's badass.
That's awesome.
That's badass. Yes, and use our code now for all of your first boxes, SCNS Live, and you get, I believe it's 10% off, right?
10% discount just by going to lootcrate.com/SCNS Live or put it in the promo code SCNS Live at checkout.
And I got this month's right here, and yes, baby. Yes.
What do you mean?
I want something inside.
What do you mean?
We'll
How do
see.
you know?
Huh?
We haven't unboxed it.
Did you cheat?
Yes.
What a
You
cheat.
slut.
What do you expect from
All right,
me?
so let's switch gears for a moment and let's talk about a game that's coming out next Tuesday. It's a huge game, a game that, I don't know, it could change the way we play things, and it's called Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a PlayStation exclusive game, so automatically, despite the fact of how amazing it looks and how amazing it's going to be, Jason automatically has hate for it.
Speaking of asphyxiation.
Yeah. Do you want to choke yourself out now because you're aroused?
I
feel like you're aroused. Like, hold on.
Why are you elbowing me?
Yeah, you're aroused. Okay, so Horizon Zero Dawn comes out next week, and for a minute, I just wanted to preview the game because it looks incredible. What's up?
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt you. We're going to get into this conversation, but Ben Affleck sent out a tweet.
What?
Of Batfleck looking at the in the Batcave, looking at screens, and says, "Welcome to the Batcave, Matt Reeves." That's a pretty cool tweet too.
Yeah.
No, there we go.
So let's switch gears back over to it. So Horizon Zero Dawn is a game we've been waiting for a few years now.
Looks fantastic.
It looks incredible. It looks like if you have Uncharted in like a post-apocalyptic world meets
casting looks great. The voice casting sounds great.
Yeah, it does. And everything that we've seen, I feel like Guerrilla Games has done a great job in showing us things, but yet still not showing us a whole lot. So there's still that vein of mystery that we have when we're going into this game.
The combat system looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It's very intricate yet clean in execution. It looks complicated, but it plays very well. Damn.
Would this be a game that you would buy a PlayStation for?
This is the game that actually I might actually buy a PlayStation 4 because Miss Becky is actually found out it's a PlayStation exclusive. What? I went. I was like, yeah, honey, it's merely on PlayStation.
That's right.
And she was like, oh, really? And it's kind of like the same look when she found out Fallout 4 would only be on next-gen systems. And I'm like, oh, Just gotta land this hook.
So let me ask you just a quick thing about your wife, real quick. Is she really into just post-apocalyptic games?
I think it's training for our current political climate. No, she's all about Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay.
She likes kind of more intricate games like that, especially like the combat system of Assassin's Creed. Got to be stealthy. Fallout. I don't know what her motivation is Fallout because she hates my motivation because I'm all about building up settlements and making as much bottle caps as I can and putting motherfuckers to work. And if they don't like it, they can get the fuck out. Okay?
Oh, so okay. All right.
Oh, don't give me that. Oh, you're cruel to them. Yes,
no. I was going to
this,
use a different term, but it's probably not politically correct.
All this water and food and safety I give their asses. You better make me some bottle caps and some damn purified water so I can go sell it for ammunition.
More power to you.
Wasteland Jesus, baby.
Wasteland Jesus is gone though, right? Didn't your profile get deleted?
I restarted. I'm already past what I was before.
Oh, man.
So Horizon Zero Dawn, it comes out next Tuesday. Chris, I want to bring you in on this for a moment because you're a gamer like me, and I know you're also very excited for this game. Tell us your thoughts on Horizon Zero Dawn.
Honestly, I'm a Guerrilla Games nerd. I've liked all their titles. I'm excited. Most certainly excited. Getting a... I'm battling here. Yeah, I'm excited, Matt. I'm excited.
What part of it are you most excited about? We heard from Jason saying that he is really excited about the combat mechanics. What part are you?
I actually like. I'm kind of liking the vistas and the scenery around it, especially in 4K HDR.
Absolutely, looks beautiful. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you haven't seen any videos or any pictures of Horizon Zero Dawn, this is one that you have to go check out. It's gorgeous, and not just the cinematic gameplay, just everything from the regular gameplay. Just it looks incredible, and there's really no resolution that's really downgraded at all. So for me though, story. I'm a story gamer, and I'm really excited for this because the story looks interesting. It looks immersive, and I can't wait. I'm so ready for it.
It's just so unique, though. Honestly,
it is.
The look of the creatures, the look of the characters. It's all something we all want. Oh, we don't want the same old stuff. Now we're getting something new.
Yes,
okay.
We are. But as I texted you guys in the chat, like I'm kind of put at a dilemma because I've already bought Horizon Zero Dawn. Really excited for it, right?
Oh, he has flown too close to the sun, ladies and gentlemen.
And then like later on this month or next month, Mass Effect Andromeda comes out.
Oh God!
And if you haven't seen those videos, go to cinelinks.com right now and go to the video game section and check out all of the overview gameplay videos that they've posted. They're amazing. And what's even better is, again, the same thing. The resolution isn't downgraded at all. The whole thing is just beautiful, and it looks incredible. Well, and then Nintendo Switch is coming out on March 3rd with Breath of the Wild, and I'm eventually going to get it in 2018 whenever they build more, because you know it's going to take them that long.
Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty much going to have to get a PS4 just to, get that fixed, man. I ain't going to have Breath of the Wild.
No.
I couldn't pre-order it anywhere. I just got a new job.
Here's the deal. I'm just going to let you know that, Jordan's moving soon, and we could potentially do a heist to get that Nintendo Switch. I'm just saying.
I'll join in.
I'm just saying. I'm just kidding.
I don't want to get beanbagged.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm
Again.
in. Hey, don't worry. We can do this. We can Ocean 12 this shit.
Absolutely. Just put that heist music on in the background. Boom. Boom.
Hey,
Boom,
in the chat room, Carl Wells. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Carl. Thank
Happy
you for joining
birthday.
us.
Yeah.
All right, and as
birthday.
a very happy birthday to you, we want to celebrate with Jason the X's new video, Did You Know? X23. And we'll be right back with some more Logan talk, because it all ties in together.
Set to make her big screen debut, X23 looks to be taking the reins as our resident clawed mutant death machine. But how much do you really know about the character? Welcome to Did You Know? X23, or Laura Kinney, is a mutant who is a clone of the famous Marvel mutant Wolverine. She possesses an accelerated healing factor, allowing her body to heal from damage even up to her growing limbs, also allowing her body to have greater levels of speed and stamina. She has a superhuman level to all of her senses, allowing her to see further, smell and track things, and hear at levels normal humans cannot. She possesses claws made of hardened bone, housed in her forearms and feet, that can be unsheathed and retracted and are sharp enough to cut through materials by themselves. They are now, however, coated with adamantium and can cut through most materials in the Marvel Universe. Now, X-23 bears a similarity to the character Harley Quinn, as she did not debut in the comics. X-23's first appearance would come during Episode 11, Season 3 of X-Men Evolution in 2004. She wouldn't see an appearance in comic books till later when she was introduced to the Marvel Universe in the series NYX and then her own miniseries. It was used to show her origin, which was never revealed in the cartoon. She was developed by a secret government program, because, we can't have public and very transparent agencies developing human killing machines. This is what WikiLeaks is for, people. Now, as it turns out, a genetic sample they had from Wolverine was damaged, and extracting it, they were not able to salvage the Y chromosome. And after several failed clones, geneticist Sarah Kinney saw the only way to produce a viable clone would be just to make the clone female, which apparently this program had a strict no female clone killing machine rule. Now, as punishment, she was forced to carry the clone in her womb, essentially making her the mother of X-23. Now, during her time in the program, Sarah did her best to raise her and give her some love and try to retain a bit of her humanity. But for 7 years, she was trained to be a killer, a weapon, and when triggered by a certain scent, would become an unstoppable engine of death. Subjected to radiation that would accelerate her mutant powers, so she would develop sooner, as most mutants gain their powers when they hit puberty, as if puberty wasn't awkward enough. Now, it was known she wouldn't survive the adamantium bonding process, so the bone claws were surgically removed out of her body and then put back in. Now, while in this program, she was tortured and beaten and subjected to horrors just to temper her, the most horrifying of which was being forced to kill Sarah Kinney. After being exposed to her trigger scent, X-23 unmercifully killed her birth mother. With her last breath, Sarah gave X-23 the name Laura and urged her to seek out Charles Xavier, the X-Men, and Wolverine. Laura instead tracked down the sister of Sarah and tried at a normal life, but it just wasn't in the cards. The agency tracked her down, and Laura was able to get her family to safety, but afterwards she realized that the huge target on her would not allow for such a life. So she went looking for Wolverine. After besting Logan in combat, he revealed that he had already been made aware of her existence by Sarah. She was soon captured by S.H.I.E.L.D. and Captain America, who ended up freeing her rather than let S.H.I.E.L.D. use her as a weapon. Laura continued to run and for a time was living on the streets, working as a prostitute. But after saving some mutants, she ended up killing her pimp to protect them. However, a later incident where she killed some thugs unfortunately put scrutiny on Wolverine, and after a fight between the two, she agreed to go back to the X-Mansion. X-23 has served on several teams, including the X-Men, the Avengers Academy, New X-Men, X-Force, and the Thunderbolts. She's made her appearances in several cartoons, video games, and now is set to make her big screen debut in Logan. Currently in the comics, after the death of Wolverine, Laura took up his mantle and now serves as the Wolverine of our post-Secret War Marvel Universe, proving herself to be every bit the warrior Logan was. As Wolverine, Laura looks like she's going to hold the mantle for quite some time. Now, if I forget anything, let me know in those comments. Like this video, subscribe. I'm Jason the X, and I'll catch you next time.
And now we know more about X-23. Thank you so much for bringing that.
Actually, a pretty fucking horrible
language.
It's fascinating, though, right?
She killed the lady that carried her in her womb. I mean, as Sarah Kinney was, being punished, and it's like, well, we're gonna throw this clone in you, and damn, to kill her. It was. That's probably one of the most heart-wrenching scenes I've ever read in the comics. Because I'm like, fuck, really? And now she's like just sitting there while her mom is dying. Because because she's killed her, so the trigger scent's worn off and everything. Which they actually recently in the comics got rid of her trigger scent thing. It's no longer a weakness.
Interesting. Good for her. So now she's free.
She will not murder you.
All right, so yeah, we'll just keep an eye out because Jason will have more Did You Knows later on throughout the year.
Should I tell them what next week's video is?
You're already on next week?
Well, yeah, we got a schedule to maintain.
Oh, not Did You Know?
No, it's another top 10.
Oh, okay.
Yet another top 10.
Yeah, talk about
my top 10 Megazords.
I wonder why.
That was suggested, so I'm like, all right.
I think it's Power Rangers is coming out soon.
It's just
We all incorporated.
We did couples. We did couples this month
actually
Valentine's Day.
Trying to figure out which one was my favorite was like hard actually, because I'm actually including Super Sentai Mix.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
So
cool.
It'll be a good video.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for that. And also, before we move on to the Logan review, I wanted to take a moment to thank Caleb in the chat. Because about, I believe, 50 minutes ago, he posted on Facebook how he would like John Hamm, Keanu Reeves, and Michael Fassbender to take over the mantle as Batman over Affleck. And it sparked up a pretty interesting conversation behind the scenes. And I'm sad to say that we've debunked every single one, Caleb. So Sorry, but we love you. Come join us.
I don't hate John Hamm.
But it's a weird
But
one.
yeah.
Because, like, you've got to have that intense stare down of, like, that guy's going to beat my ass. And John Hamm, like, I don't get that.
You're named after meat.
Yes.
I don't fear you, sir.
And Keanu Reeves just should stay on John Wick and be done. All right?
Oh,
Like, that's it. You're good, man.
And after John Wick 2, he's good. He's set. He's got a couple more coming.
Yeah, well, obviously, third one. Obviously.
yeah.
And
them all.
then Michael Fassbender, I mean...
Too young.
Right? Because for the universe, the multiverse you've established.
And thanks for fucking up Assassin's Creed, jackass.
That's not his fault. That is not his fault at all. That is all script. That was all script.
And director.
They should have kept their ass in the fucking back Delden days. They don't need to... They should have... That was so dumb.
I think it was Ubisoft's fault. Anyway, Logan review. Let's talk about it.
Dude, Logan is the definitive... And look, no spoilers. I'm not going to give you any spoilers because no one can see it yet anyway. So
Pineapples.
I'm not going to tell you anything
Does
in
he
depth in it.
kill people?
Spoiler alert, he kills people.
Spoilers!
And he kills a lot of people.
Okay.
This is probably the biggest body count we have ever seen in an X-Men movie.
How
So
true...
Rivers will run with the blood of his enemies.
Probably. X-Men Apocalypse, you see when they destroy the whole world. A lot of people died in that movie. Theoretically. You don't see them, but a lot of people died. In this movie, Logan kills that many people by himself.
So, how true to X-23's origin in the comic and in the movie are they staying true to?
In typical X-Men movie fashion, they stray very well.
Okay, then.
A lot.
Okay.
But
That's not necessarily a bad thing. So.
There's a lot of things that work with it. It works really well. The way they did it, I think, makes a little bit more sense. They kind of take the story that you gave it, that is the actual story of her, and they just kind of put a more realistic spin.
That's
on it.
not surprising and not necessarily a bad thing. Do they expand on the after credits ending X-Men Apocalypse?
Mr. Sinister.
Essex.
With Essex.
Sinister is not in this movie.
Okay.
At all. Which I think was a very good move, because the problem with the Wolverine was when the Silver Samurai came in at the end. It got cartoony and went off of what it was.
Well, that was end of Days of... I mean, that was end of X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah, I know.
Where they recovered the samples.
And that's really just setting
They do
up,
actually use... Do they use any of that?
They don't really go in.
Motherfuckers.
Did you watch that video that they said that we were like, we don't know if we want to watch about Laura Kinney and how she was being the one that Rob brought up in the chat?
I don't remember watching
There was a video they brought up that it's kind of like found footage of her being created almost.
Okay.
Which is perfectly fine to watch. If you have not watched it in fear of spoilers, it's fine to watch.
It's not in the movie?
It is in the movie, but it's a lot different how it's portrayed in the movie than it is on the screen, and it's a minor thing.
Is it like context and stuff?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got
So
it.
it's perfectly fine to watch. But
Your buddy Izzy.
What about Izzy?
The answer to all 10 is the Dragon Sword.
I
like
buddy.
this.
Hugh Jackman, if this is indeed his final appearance as the Wolverine, this is the perfect send-off for him.
All right, then.
If you look at it, and it's way too early. There's no way it would ever happen. But if we had next year's Oscars right now, he's nominated. That's how freaking good he is in that. And not only him, Patrick Stewart, nominated. Not only him, Daphne Keane as the little girl Laura, nominated.
Hold up. You are shitting me now.
This girl, and again, look, this is February. This is not going to happen or March. This is not going to happen because many other movies are going to come out.
Okay.
More artsy movie.
But is she really that good?
This girl has a future in front of her. She is so talented.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that.
There is something small they do with the character that kicks in the third act that I didn't really like too much. But I kind of got over it, and it didn't take me out of the movie that much. But the story itself is incredible, and it's a lot like a Marvel proper film. Because you know how the Marvel proper films, they take a lot of time to build your characters, of your good guys, of your heroes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of character development with Wolverine, Charles Xavier, and Laura. Mm-hmm. The villains, there's two villains, and they're kind of one note. Now, Boyd Holbrook portraying one of these villains gives it enough personality that you overlook the fact that it's kind of one note. But the dude over him, played by Richard E. Grant, is a little less. You're just like, okay, you're there.
I see.
And so that could be construed as a problem, but other than that, I have very, very few negatives with this.
So
film.
they're just there to be the catalyst.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
They're trying to retrieve Laura,
Right.
and Wolverine's trying to get her. He doesn't want to, but he's trying to get her to safety. He's
Of course
like, I don't
not.
want to do this. I just want to get Charles and get out of here. It takes place in 2029, and there are no more mutants.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
it's very, very interesting.
Now, this isn't... Like, I think that they've said this before, that this has nothing to do with any of the previous X-Men universe. Because I believe they said that this doesn't take place in the timeline.
Going into it on when I went to see it, I rewatched all the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
And it made sense on the timeline to me. They don't really... You could watch this movie not seeing any other movies, and you'd be perfectly fine. Because it just doesn't throw back to any of it. There's nothing about it that really hinders on this film. So it's perfectly fine to watch with or without the other X-Men movies. In my mind, it's part of the continuity. It follows X-Men Apocalypse. It's fun. Yeah, that's where it is.
Okay.
But if this is the first X-Men movie you're seeing, you're perfectly fine watching it.
See, so what you're saying is they screwed up in Days of Future Past because in the future they had mutants, but apparently in 2029 that's when they got extinct.
And they hint to what I don't want to get too much into it of why exactly it is what it is, but it really is.
I think
also a great show that you should listen to on
that's
the
true.
Jackass
You
Nation
should.
Podbean.
I think you should. I think you've covered enough. Honestly.
Yeah, and like I'm saying, this is the definitive Wolverine.
Okay.
This is the vicious, violent, bloody Wolverine that we have always wanted,
And now comes in fun size.
and that we have deserved. And good Lord, is she badass?
Awesome. All
Well,
right.
speaking of X-Men news, in case anybody was wondering, this is kind of breaking, but we do know that an X-Men pilot television series is filming in Dallas.
Yes.
We already know one actress linked to it, Jamie Chung. I'm going to go ahead and call it Blink,
They already said she's Blink.
but also Polaris.
That's cool.
So
But we don't know who it is, right?
No. They have announced that she is playing Blink.
I
Polaris.
have done some research because film crews have to get permits. And I know people that know people. So if you see some photographs mysteriously appear on this show with a telephoto lens, by the way, Ricardo, I need your camera with the telephoto lens. We might have something.
All
so
right.
I'm just saying that there's permits they have to apply for that are public record.
Excellent.
The only other thing I'll say about Logan is we didn't have a post-credit scene. When we saw it. No, they don't.
Okay.
They didn't show
I
that
think
to
it's
us.
fitting for this one.
No,
Well-
that happens when.
Oh wait, they didn't
Deadpool-
show it to
It's
you.
just a
They didn't
press
show it to
screening,
us.
so at the end
Okay.
of it, for the regular
Yeah,
one,
they have confirmed there is a post-credit scene that will be with it when it goes into the.
You know
major
what's
audiences.
sad?
I think I've actually heard about what it's going to be. It's going to be Logan. He's going to come into a hallway dressed up in a bathrobe, and he's
shut
going to
the
be like, "It's over. Go away. I'm gone. Like I'm not going to do this anymore."
So we're never going to see Hugh Jackman in the Logan in the Wolverine costume.
That makes sense, though. I mean, especially if he's going to go out in style like this.
This is the way to send him out. And because there's rumors of will he come back to Deadpool? Will he be in Deadpool 2? I think he will.
He might.
But
Because
I
that's
think
more fun.
No. But I think he'll be Hugh Jackman.
Oh,
In Deadpool.
Yeah. That would
He
be,
won't
that
be.
would be
That,
hilarious.
I would
that's who
love
he will
that.
be.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
He'll be himself.
And we do have that. Well, I guess damn, I'm sorry. I was trying to think, where do they go from here?
I
with
have no.
X-23.
I have no idea. That's one thing that when you see.
That's
this,
what I was- what's what I
when
was
you
wanting to
see
ask
when
him.
you see this movie. Because my thought process going into it was, okay, well this will be
Because she's
Hugh
currently
Jackman's
Wolverine
last
in the
time,
comics.
and then Laura will go forth as Wolverine with the other X-Men. This takes place so far in the future, and the way it ends, you go, well, how? That doesn't make sense. How is she gonna fit? She can't. There's no possible way.
Time travel. Why not?
I don't
We've already done
it
it several
I have no
times.
idea,
So
maybe.
okay, so this might be just an end, no real.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I feel like it's a story all by itself. That it doesn't really fit in the timeline. You know.
That's probably more.
Well, I look forward to seeing Hugh Jackman at the Oscars as well to
Accept
get
his
beat
award.
out by Mark Rylance like Sylvester Stallone did.
Damn it.
'Cause
Wow,
it would
just-
happen.
Bro,
Who
real
cares?
talk.
Let's burn this motherfucker down.
on the Jeebus Awards, when they announced this, the guy who had Chris Lemche, my buddy, does the best supporting actor, and as he reads through the nomination, he goes, and the winner is Mark Rylance.
Motherfuckers.
I was like, God damn, I hate you so much. Stupid Mark Rylance.
Forever will be on his shit list.
I hate that guy. He took Rocky's Oscar.
I mean, he did.
Asshole.
He did, though. He was terrible in the BFG. Anyway, so now let's get into Oscar talk. This Sunday is the less important Oscars because you should be listening to the Jeebus Awards. That already happened.
I mean, we already covered everything on the Nerdies too. I mean, we got your awards covered.
Yeah, we're done. I mean, we're good. But anywho,
We're not old and have taste.
So the Oscars are happening, and we just wanted to go through the big ones and talk about, just predict who's going to win, and maybe talk a little bit about snubs, because we're kind of running short on time here. So we'll run through it real quick, and let's start with the Best Supporting Actress. All right, let's just do those.
Best supporting. There's some really talented names on here, but this is one person's award, and this is Viola Davis.
Mm-hmm.
No one else is taking it. I respect Naomi Harris, Nicole Kidman, Octavia Spencer, Michelle Williams. Respect, but this is Viola Davis. No doubt.
I agree with him. I'll go with Viola Davis easily.
And
I
think
didn't see Fences, so
I think
I'll go Viola Davis.
she should win, and she will win. Could win.
Would you
Viola Davis.
Would you say the dark horse might be Octavia Spencer from Hidden Figures?
Possibly. I think it's cheap that she's in there as supporting actress. I think she should have been a
Was
lead.
she really supporting?
This is the Christian Bale syndrome, where Christian Bale from The Fighter was put in supporting actor, which the biggest snub in Oscar history should have gone to Andrew Garfield, but he didn't even get nominated because they put Christian Bale in there.
Yeah. I still say that Jeffrey Rush should have got Best Supporting Actor in that year. So let's go to Actor in a Supporting Role. So we've got Mahershala Ali from Moonlight, Jeff Bridges, Hell or High Water, Lucas Hedges, Manchester by the Sea, Dev Patel, Lion, and Michael Shannon, Nocturnal Animals. This is one that I feel like it could go either way.
Yeah, either what you got a 2-horse race in this one?
I would say probably Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, he's I would put him as the front runner.
Yeah.
And Dev Patel could take it. I could see Dev Patel in there. I would love Michael Shannon, just because I love Michael Shannon.
Yeah, but that's just I don't know. That seems
But
to
he
stray
just
a little bit too much.
Yeah, but every
movies.
time he's in a role, he makes the movie better, and he really just brings life to it.
Sure.
So I got a lot of respect for him. I would love to see him win. I love that Jeff Bridges is nominated. I don't think he's going to get it.
No, I don't think so.
But I think this is, again, I'm with you, Mahershala Ali.
Leading actress, we got Isabelle Huppert from Elle. I don't honestly know who she is. Ruth Negga from Loving. Natalie Portman, Jackie. Emma Stone, La La Land, who would be my favorite. And Meryl Streep, Florence Foster Jenkins.
No, you can never count out the Streep, because she doesn't even know she gets nominated. She just kind of shows up. She's like, is that mine? Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all later.
Well, she's been nominated probably more than anybody
Oh,
else.
she has.
Yeah.
But I think, I agree with you. I think this is Emma Stone, but who could win it is Isabelle Huppert.
Okay. Huppert. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's good. She's very talented, really good in Elle. So I could see her getting it. I would love Ruth Negga to pull one in.
Movies.
I would love, because Loving was such a good movie. I really enjoyed it, and she's so good in it. But this one is a stacked house, because the Academy loves biopics too,
Yes.
and Natalie Portman transformed into Jackie. So this could be anyone's race.
I think La La Land has too much momentum.
I think that's what pushes it over the edge.
However, on her counterpart side, I don't think Ryan Gosling wins in Best Lead Actor because he's also nominated for La La Land. I think this goes to Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea, but you've also got Andrew Garfield, Hacksaw Ridge, Viggo Mortensen, Captain Fantastic, who knew he was still acting, and Denzel Washington in Fences.
Vigo's kind of like Jeff Bridges in supporting. Hey, good job. You're not going to win this, buddy. Denzel being in there, he could steal this one. Garfield,
I'm going with Garfield.
I would like Garfield, not just for Hacksaw Ridge, but for his work in Silence too. Mm-hmm. But I think you're right, and I think it's Casey Affleck who's gonna go ahead and take this. They love that. This is I'm so sad. This is so sad and everything. But
hey, every few years, an Affleck needs an award to make himself feel appreciated.
No, absolutely not.
Before we get to Best Picture, this is also a pretty. It's become an important award, and that is an animated feature film. And this is one that I think a lot of people are going to be split on because you've got Kubo and the Two Strings, Moana, My Life as a Zucchini, which seems weird.
It's actually pretty good.
The Red Turtle, and Zootopia.
The only one I haven't seen is the Red Turtle. Kubo could take it, but I believe all the front runners from if you look at all the other awards and everything else in one, Zootopia's in the front.
Really?
Which I find really weird because I didn't really like Zootopia.
I would have thought it would have been Disney, like Moana.
Yeah.
Disney is Zootopia.
Zootopia is
Well,
Disney.
I'm sorry, Moana. Moana is what I'm talking about. Because,
that's my pick. My pick, I mean, Kubo was really good, but Moana is one of my favorite movies of the year, let alone animated. So my pick would be Moana, but I could see it going Zootopia because it really has a message.
It does.
And the Academy really likes when you beat someone over the head with a message, the Academy's like, yeah, beat him over the head.
I'm going to back Moana on this one, actually.
You're back Moana?
I am.
It was amazing. The music, everything. But did y'all see that video of the Rock singing?
Yes.
Yeah. You're welcome. Oh, God. So
that was
good.
Cool. Really, no takers for Kubo and the Two Strings.
I want to.
It's a little film.
It's got to be. I don't know. It's up there.
Okay.
He can't see you. He can't see you.
Can I talk now, please?
Sure.
I did not get to see Kubo and the Two Strings, but everything that studio has ever put out, I have loved unconditionally because it's just incredible.
The claymation.
Like
the motion capture.
Like, gosh, watching the how-to videos because I did see a couple for Kubo. Like every time they put out one, I go back and I watch the how-to videos. It's a process.
It looks like Barry Allen moving.
Like I was actually just to kind of go with the studio. I didn't know Paranorman was by that studio. I thought it was a CG movie because of how fluid it was. And I thought the same thing with Kubo until I saw who the studio was. I'm like, oh well, fuck. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people on Cinelinx believe that Kubo is or they're backing Kubo. I don't see it. It just doesn't seem like that Academy Awards style.
I don't think it had the reach of everything else.
I can see the Academy.
And My Life as a Zucchini, I didn't watch that one.
It's actually pretty cute. It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
All right. Let's finish it all off because there's a lot. What?
Do you want to do director or just...
do director real quick.
Just real quick, I think, again, this one's La La Land. Damien Chazelle is going to take this. I could see the dude, Barry... Oh, God, what's his damn name? Barry Jenkins, I think. No, Barry Hendricks. Barry something from Moonlight.
Barry Allen.
No.
Fucking up the timeline again.
The dude from Moonlight. I could see him taking it too, because again, the Academy loves that. But
yeah, I don't know why Arrival was really nominated. I would have replaced that with Silence. I
liked Arrival, but I would have definitely.
I loved Arrival.
Oh, it was great. It was great, but Silence is better.
Silence got no love at all. It only got cinematography, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
I
would have given it. I almost even would have given it score. That score was beautiful.
It was,
and I'll go so far as I don't see Arrival really being in Best Picture.
No, I don't
Honestly,
see it either.
even with that, I was like, I don't... Because
It was a cool movie.
I just watched it the other night, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it up until the end. The third act, I didn't really like so much. I was like, okay, I don't know.
It left me with a lot of questions,
But
and I
even,
thought it was cool, but...
even liking it, I didn't think it was a Best Picture nom.
Right.
But that's,
Well,
that's just me.
To be honest, it's not really what the Academy normally does.
Yeah.
It's not the ones they normally go for. Because you've got your La La Land, you've got your Hidden Figures, your Hacksaw Ridge, and all those, Manchester by the Sea, that you know that they normally go for. That's legitimately Oscar bait. Silence was Oscar bait. Arrival, not necessarily Oscar bait. So, apparently they didn't take the silence bait. So, we've got Best Picture, Arrival, Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight.
I'm going to say could win Manchester by the Sea or Moonlight. Should win and will win La La Land. Love that movie.
Okay.
All my heart. It is so phenomenal.
Is it?
I'm not going to lie to you guys. We can go out there. You can go turn my car on right now. And the music is playing in my car.
Nice.
I have the soundtrack. I listen to it on a regular basis, along with Sing Street,
Was
who
it-
got
hold on,
snubbed from being in Best Song.
Wait a second. I'm gonna need your man card. It's
You know what? if it means I can't watch La La Land, take the damn card. I don't give a crap because La La Land is phenomenal and beautiful and so good.
I hate musicals.
And you see,
So do I.
I'm sorry.
I was going to back you up and be like, because you have no shame in that, you get your man card back.
Thank you. Damn straight.
Because it
Boom.
takes a real man
Represent.
to say that he loves musicals. At least that one.
And I'm not a fan of Ryan Gosling either. I'm starting to come around on the guy. Okay, maybe I should go back. I've never really watched a lot of his stuff. The stuff I have watched, I didn't like. So now I might go back. But like I said, though, I can still see Manchester or Moonlight taking it. But that's about it.
Okay.
By the way, quick aside. If you don't follow the Facebook live chat, you're missing out. This is pretty much greatness.
I meant back over
Zach, you're my 26th favorite white horse. So just so you know, like you're up there for me, buddy. And yes, Sausage Party was garbage. So anywho, so that's it. If you have a different prediction or you have a different thought on the Oscars, you can tweet us at SCNS Live, or you can follow Cinelinx.com and the Cinelinx and the Cinelinx Twitter page, because we will be doing another live tweet-a-thon during the Oscars this Sunday. And when Jimmy Kimmel hosts the Oscars, the 89th Academy Awards.
And we do have 2 announcements to make.
Yes, we do.
We-
We have multiple announcements. To
Well,
make.
one of them concerns a certain convention.
That's right. Well, there's one that's happening this weekend.
Oh, yeah, there is one happening this
Yeah.
weekend in Louisville. Mini Acon will be going
Right.
on. Chris, can you find the location for Mini Acon? But we, however, are, Convention of the Year, for us at least.
Yeah, we were nominated Convention of the Year.
Well, no.
Congratulations to
Yes,
us.
SCNS Con.
We
Go see it.
won
No.
Convention of the Year.
We will be returning to AllCon to do the show live. I hope you guys will be there. We're going to have prizes. Everyone to show up while we do this live. There's a place to do it at the Drunk Con that I go to every year. And it's back in Addison at the Crown the Crown Plaza.
Yeah, the Crown Plaza.
So they're home again, as Devin Pike would say. So,
That's right.
Come see the show then. And should we announce the end?
I'm not gonna lie. I totally thought when you were talking about con news, you were gonna bring up the other news that we got about conventions and
Well, we don't know
the
yet.
emails.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Let's wait for that. Shut up. We don't know until we get an email back. All right. Yes. So shut your mouth.
Yes, because they're
Ruin
talking
my
about San
excitement.
Diego Comic-Con and how we just registered for it. So, let's be transparent here for a
I'm
moment.
so excited.
Yeah,
How-
they've done that,
Registration
so-
is open.
Yeah, he's excited. And also, we will have some Power Rangers news coming next week.
Next week?
Done.
Or should we? That's it? Oh.
Next
week.
Next week. Because BC,
Be here.
Power Rangers stuff next week, you have a reason to watch now, right? Because
We'll have.
But next week's episode 7. They made it to 6. They got to make it 7.
that's true.
Next week 7.
So we'll leave on a cliffhanger.
Lucky Sevens
7. That means we'll have 7 X's.
and a head in the box.
Having a head to box.
Can it be a Kardashian?
Wasn't there like didn't Matthew McConaughey had like 7 X's or something like that in that one movie? Or is
Oh,
that
Ghost of Girlfriend's
Ghost
Past?
of Girlfriend's Past.
Oh, jeez.
Is it bad that I know that?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, wait. Scott Pilgrim versus the World had 7 X's.
There you go.
That's right.
7 deadly X's.
7 deadly X's.
Boom! We are the Scott Pilgrim episode.
So tune in next week. Power Rangers and a big announcement.
Still
from
bad
us.
that I knew
So
Ghost
it's gonna be
of
awesome.
Girlfriend's Past.
Yes, absolutely.
I own that movie.
All right, Twitters.
At Jason the X. Oh, you started first.
I know, he
pointed to
pointed at
him.
me.
Oh, you did
I
point.
pointed to him.
Oh,
How dare you? That was rude.
go ahead, BC.
You can find me on Twitter and all other social media at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC, the Jackass Nation Podbean channel. The Jeebus Awards are up. It is what it is every single Thursday.
At Move the Joystick.
You can find me on Twitter at HawksPerch or on Instagram at Corodono.
On Instagram and Twitter at Jason the X.
Chris.
Yeah. You can follow me at Professor Gamer K, and also follow us on the SCNS Live Twitch, Twitter, everything SCNS Live. That's us, social media.
That was the longest plugging I've ever heard.
I know.
And did you hear all the things I said? I said that in one.
I'm also trying to find something here.
And we're
Thank
thinking
you
of,
very much.
and we're thinking of you, Rob. We hope you return to us very soon.
And you can follow him at Entropy1.
Don't follow him. He'll get mad.
It's true.
Everybody
but
go follow Rob.
You'll
Give him
get
like
a lot of DMs.
give him like 1,000 followers.
It's not safe for work.
Oh,
He'll
I'm sorry.
slide up in your
Chris, what is that
DMs.
mini Acon
And
information?
Mini Acon is this weekend at the Premier Event Center in Louisville, Texas. That's on I-35. That's on 65 South Stemmons Freeway. It's at 10 a.m., 5 p.m. It's totally free to attend. Please go.
Free.
Free. Gratis.
All right. For Chris. For BC. For Cora. For Jason the Excelsior.
Oh, fuck you.
We all would like to send a special message to you saying, watch Nerd Interference live this Saturday. And keep on nerding!
You son of a bitch.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date on all of our content on SCNS Live.